Hello everybody, I'm Brandon McDonald and welcome back to my channel. Literally today I'm changing things up and I'm bringing you a unique story that I thought was interesting. So I figured I'd start a new series called Weird But True. So I'll go through articles and stuff of weird things and find them and just make them into videos. And I figured to start this up. It's pretty interesting, so stay tuned. It's crazy, this article is. So let's get into it. This record-breaking baby is 27 years old, 2 years younger than her mother. So yeah, guys, it's literally crazy. By that title you guys saw, it's literally mind-blowing. So yeah. But guys, it's totally true, and I figured I'd get into this article, and it's a major news site from the New York Post. I trust them a lot with the news. Mainly because they haven't had lies like CNN and stuff. I don't really trust them. I'm more an independent media like the New York Post. So yeah. So like, I figured I'd get into this guys, because I really want to move from doing just movies, and I'll also do my turtle videos eventually. For those of you who love the turtle videos. But I want to expand the channel out into newer things. So, without further ado, let's get into the article. Okay, everybody. Okay, right here we are. So yeah, I had to put my lamp on so you guys could see me. But this record okay, sorry about that. There's a mere 18-month age gap between this proud mom and her baby, and thanks to wonders of science, the record-breaking infant is technically 27 years old. Molly Everett Gibson was born from an embryo that was frozen in October 1992, only 18 months after her mother, Tina, now 29, was born in April 1991. It's hard to wrap your head around it, Tina told the Post from her home in Knoxville, Tennessee. But as far as we're concerned, Molly is our little miracle. According to researchers at the University of Tennessee Preston Medical Library, the girl enters the history books as the longest frozen embryo known to result in a live birth. Remarkably, Molly's October 26th arrival broke the previous record held by her sister Emma Rand, who spent 24 years in ice before her delivery in November 2017. The embryos were frozen and are fully genetic siblings. They were thawed nearly 3 years apart at the National Embryo Donation Center before their respective transfers into Tina's uterus. That's crazy. That's a picture of the kid. Since they were donated anonymously, their biological parents remain unknown. It is very rewarding to me to see an embryo that was frozen years ago result in the birth of a lovely baby. The NEDC lab director, Dr. Carol Sommerfeld. I feel honored to be part of the process. Tina and her husband, Benjamin 36, first turned into the NEDC after trying naturally for her own child over the course of 5 years. Benjamin was cystic fibrosis, which can cause infertility. The pair, married now for 10 years, had previously fostered kids and were considering traditional adoption, but in 2017, Tina parents told them about the nonprofit organization after watching an item about it on their local TV news. We were like, that sounds crazy. No, thank you. We're not interested, recalled Tina, in the prospect of conceiving with a donor embryo. Then we kept thinking about it and couldn't get it out of our minds. They visited the center, conventionally based in their home city, conveniently based in their home city, and were presented with the profiles of around 300 strangers who had donated spare embryos following treatment. We weren't picky, said Tina, who works as a elementary school teacher. We just wanted a baby. So that's girl with the child. Nonetheless, they narrowed the choice to couples who were short in nature. We're both small people, laughed Tina. Before considering the donor's health background, they finally selected the embryo that later became Emma in March 2017. Tina only discovered on the day of the transfer that it had been frozen for 24 years. I asked the specialist, Dr. Jeffrey Keenan, what does that mean? She remembered, and he replied, well, it could be a world record. I trusted him. Emma turned out to be the light of their lives. After a couple of years, the Gibsons wanted to provide her with a brother or sister, deciding to transfer the two remaining embryos from the same donor was a no-brainer. Sommerfeld, who once again supervised the delicate thawing process, as long as the embryos are maintained correctly in the liquid nitrogen storage tank at minus 300 C-fill, they might be a good indefinitely. With the birth of Molly, we knew they can survive at least 27 and a half months and probably longer. The Gibson's second daughter was delivered weighing 6 pounds and 16 ounces after relatively straightforward labor. It hasn't fazed them that Molly is considering something of a big deal in medical circles. Tina added, to us, it's more unbelievable that we have two precious children that we never thought we could have. We hold Molly, this itty-bitty baby, and we feel blessed. As for Molly's big sister, she seems unruffled by the loss of her record as the ultimate snowflake baby, an often used classical term for frozen embryos. They might have to fight it out when they get older, quipped Tina. In the meantime, Emma is obsessed with the 5-week-old and consistently wants a special doll. When Molly joined the house, married, the tot named the toy after her sister, and according to Mom, copies everything we do to the baby with her doll. Looking ahead, Ben and Tina are already discussing plans to expand their loving family. Next time, it will likely be done through conventional adoption. They can't get the girls another biological sibling from the NEDC. After all, we've used up all the genetic embryos to get Emma and Molly, concluded Tina. For them, we will be thankful. Facts about old embryos. Dr. Brian Levine, practice doctor of Manhattan Facility Clinic CCRM, told the Post that frozen embryos do not have a known shelf life. Still, it is important to consider that those put on ice in the 1980s and 1990s have potential for degradation over time, since the slow freeze technique used by specialists back then could create vulnerabilities. Although he said there is no evidence that the slow freezing could lead to any defects or disabilities in future offspring, my concern would be fragility in the vitro fertilizations (IVF) environment, said Levine, whereas the embryos of the new millennia will likely last and perform far superior to those frozen in the 1990s. This is due to today's use of vitrification, also known as flash freezing, and the ability to test embryos on the viability scale. Levine added that many storage facilities contain decade-old embryos because of a lot of IVF parents don't want to dispose of their leftover fruit on their loins. They feel emotionally attached to these embryos they worked so hard to create, he said. Being asked to discard them is emotionally taxing, so it's easier just to pay a yearly rent, typically between $500 and $1,000 for the storage. So yeah, there you guys go. Let me get to the other camera. So yeah, guys, crazy, huh? And if you don't get the video, I can explain it a little bit more. So, there's a movie out there called Alien Covenant, and I actually urge you to go see the ending scene, because it makes sense to this. So, they froze the embryos from the womb, and froze them, and then they got them out and thawed them, and then put them in the woman's womb, and later on, she gave birth to it. And like it said, this could actually change childbirth forever. So it wouldn't surprise me that our next generation is going to be this thing, these embryos that have been frozen. Maybe. It's the future's crazy, and we are in the future. Just, we don't have flying cars yet. Yeah, flying cars. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Let me guys know what you think about it. It's pretty interesting to me, seeing this. And, I think it would change abortion if we did this, because people wouldn't have to abort babies. So, it'd be nice to see that. So, yeah, guys. So, if you like this video, please give it a like. Also, please subscribe and help me grow this channel to 200 people subscribers strong. and you can join my army in making the world a better place and actually basically bringing you guys the movie news you need. Sorry I took a break for it today. I'm going to try to start doing daily uploads, but I'm also going to do this series, so stay tuned for more weird but true episodes. If you want more, please like this video and help get subscribers to this channel. We need 200. That's our next goal, and we're reaching it. So please help out, pitch in, and grow this channel. And also hit the bell beside the subscribe button. Click on and be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you. This is Brandon McDonald signing out. I'll see you out there, weird lovers. I'm gonna have to find something new, a new catchphrase. This is Brandon McDonald signing off.